Provisioning Tutorial. Step 5. Add a name generator. In this step, we'll create a name generator that generates some attributes we'll need for our AD account mappings. Let's begin. Go to Processing, Name Generation. Click Add. Enter a generator name. For this example, we'll call it NG-AD, following the convention NG target system. You can use any convention you want, but starting your name generators with NG helps differentiate them throughout the NIM interface. Click Create. Now let's configure the name generator. For the Based on filter, select the HR580 user create filter we created previously. The columns pane is populated with the filter's output columns. In the columns pane, click the arrow button to preview the first record from the filter. Each name generator has one or more names, and each name has a set of methods. Names are the attributes that the name generator will generate. For this example, we'll have 3. Methods are sets of inputs and transformations for a given name. In many cases, only a single method is required per name. Additional methods are used as fallbacks when collisions occur on names that have uniqueness constraints. In the Names pane, click Add and enter NG-SAM account name as the name. We added the NG prefix to indicate that this variable was created in a name generator. In the Methods pane, click Add. A new method is created for the NG-SAM account name. Drag and drop variables from the filter output in the columns pane into the parts of the new method. We'll add first name to part 1, last name to part 2, and employee ID to part 3. Select a part to apply conversions to it. For this example, we'll apply 2 conversions to part 1. Case conversion. Convert to lowercase and shorten, use first character. For part 2, we'll also apply 2 conversions. The case conversion, convert to lowercase conversion, and add a begin with argument, 1 equals period. Next, we'll create a user principal name. Click Copy Name to copy the NG-SAM account name. Rename the Copy NG user principal name. We'll keep the existing SAM account name method intact and simply include an add at end conversion to part 3 with argument 1 equals at t4edemo.com. Finally, we'll create a CN. The CN will have a very different format than the SAM account name and user principal name, so we'll click Add to create a brand new name. We'll name it NGCN and add a method to it with the same parts as before. We'll include an add blank at end conversion to part 1. Then, we'll include an add at end conversion to part 2 with argument 1 equals dash. The NGCN now has the format first name, last name, employee ID. Click Save. Optionally, you can set unique restraints. Since in this example, we're using employee IDs in all of our names, there shouldn't be any collisions. However, in a scenario where our name generation schemes could potentially generate collisions, we'd want to add additional methods and/or iterations to our names and set uniqueness constraints. If collisions occur, NIM will fall back to those additional methods and/or iterations. This concludes the provisioning tutorial step 5.